The roles and responsibilities of the Prime Minister, Deputy Prime Ministers, and Ministers to the Prime Minister's office have been announced to serve the nation over the next 5 years. The move comes after the government took the decision to transfer state bodies under the Prime Minister's office to merge with existing ministries to streamline the administrative system and avoid duplication among state departments. The roles and duties allocated to the top government leaders were announced at a two-day meeting of the Government Cabinet, the Vientiane Mayor and provincial governors, which wrapped up in Vientiane on Friday.
รัฐบาลได้ซุ่มใส่เฮ็ดในใดรับประกันเสถียรภาพการเมือง
Minister to the Prime Minister's office and government spokesman, Mr. Chaleun Yiapaoher, told a press conference on Friday that the roles of the various leaders were clearly defined as follows. Prime Minister Thongloun Sisulit will be responsible for the general supervision and direction of government sectors across the country. Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Buntong Chitmani will serve as head of the Party and Government Inspection Authority and the Anti-Corruption Organization. Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Sonsai Sipandorn is in charge of assisting the Prime Minister to carry out daily tasks and direct the affairs of the Prime Minister's office. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance Mr. Somdi Dongdi is in charge of assisting the Prime Minister to direct financial and economic affairs. Dr. Chaleun Yiapaoher serves as the government spokesman and helps the Prime Minister to pursue, monitor, and push for the enactment and amendment of laws and regulations relating to administration, justice, the people's courts, prosecution, national defense and public security, and mass organizations. He evaluates the implementation of the government's orders in these fields and collaborates with the People's Supreme Court and People's Supreme Prosecutor on issues relating to the government. Minister to the Prime Minister's office, Dr. Suwanpeng Buphanawong acts as a collaborator between the government and the National Assembly and pushes for the enactment of laws in areas relating to the economy and social-cultural affairs, while assessing the implementation of regulations in these areas. Minister to the Prime Minister's office, Mr. Bunkert Sangsomsak, is in charge of assisting the Prime Minister in matters that relate to Francophonie, border affairs, and international laws. Minister to the Prime Minister's office, Mr. Alunkeo Kitikun, assists the Prime Minister with foreign affairs and collaborate with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Dr. Chaleun said, "We are currently in the process of asking the National Assembly to amend Article 13 of the Law on Government, which stipulates the roles and duties of the Minister to the Prime Minister's office." Dr. Phet Phumpipak is Minister and head of the Prime Minister's office. The Prime Minister's office will serve as a secretariat for the Prime Minister in all fields as well as collaborating with ministries and local authorities. Meanwhile, other ministers, provincial governors, and the Vientiane Mayor are directly responsible to the Prime Minister with respect to all the tasks delegated to them. Previously, 6 deputy prime ministers directed different sectors of government, but in this administration, ministers and provincial governors have been authorized to be directly responsible to the Prime Minister.